Hi guys, it's Elizabeth from artsyfartsy.com, and we're going to make a Creative Snowman Teacher Gift. So we started with a chip container, those cylinders. You know the famous brand, but this one is from the Dollar Tree. So it only cost my husband a couple calories and $1.07, I suppose, and just cleaned it out with a wet paper towel and to get any of those remaining crumbs out. So easy, and then it is ready to go. Don't forget to clean the top as well, and I usually take a dry paper towel to finish it off. Now I spray painted mine, and I suggest that you do that too. That'll save you a lot of time. If you try to paint on the paint, it will take you several coats. So save yourself a little stress and time and get some white spray paint. 2 dots of hot glue, and I just sticked on those googly eyes I also got from the dollar store. And I used hot glue when I did it, but my kids used the white Elmer's glue, and that will work just fine. Next, I took a 2-inch piece of orange construction paper, and I'm cutting a rounded triangle shape and made it a little bumpy like a real carrot. But if your children want to just cut a triangle, that's much easier to explain to them. It's still going to look awesome, and that's okay. 1 dot of glue is all you're going to need to do this at the end, and then leave the point sticking off of your container so it looks like a real snow. For this next step, I used an acid-free piece of paper from the craft store. Simply use the width of a ruler to draw across the piece of paper and cut on the line to create a nice 12-inch line. This is going to become the scarf for your snowman. 1 dot of glue is all you need. Then make sure that you wrap it around so it is perfectly horizontal around the entire cylinder, and another dot of glue. And I like to have it meet in the front, and we're going to cover that up in just one moment. Okay, you're going to go back to your craft paper, and it's really important that you make sure you get the correct edge, because now one side is shorter than the other. So you still want to have your 12 inches, because if you go to make more snowmen, then you want to make sure that you're always having a 12-inch length to fit around your chips cylinder. So just a fair warning, don't mess that part up. So you made another ruler width piece of paper, but this time I'm going to draw across again to make a perfect square. Then I measured down 2 inches, and I'm going to make a line across at the 2 inches. So I have a rectangle that's 2 inches long, and do it again, another 2 inches, and make a second rectangle that's 2 inches long. Once you have all of those drawn out, go ahead and cut out your square into rectangles. Then take your rectangles on the short edge and fringe them. So if you have fringing scissors, you are one lucky person. For the rest of us, it's about 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch up, and approximately 2 millimeters in between each line. Now I'm going to take these and glue 1 dot and put it at an angle, and then have the other one at an opposing angle, and then put 4 dots of glue, 1 on each corner of that square, and put it on top like the scarf is knotted. Now I'm going to use the Dollar Tree assorted button container. This assortment is awesome. And also, you see, if you have little ones doing this project, you're probably going to want to have something to prop up the cylinder on each side. Pick out your buttons that you like, and once again, if your kids are doing this, they can use the Elmer's glue, or you can help them with the hot glue gun. But I like to let my kids do as much of the project on their own as they can. And do be aware, if you're using hot glue, make sure you have your holes lined up the way you want, because it will dry pretty quickly. Okay, the next step is to make the hat, but keep in mind you still need to be able to put on the top. So first I'm going to take a piece of felt and kind of use the container itself as a guide to how wide it needs to be. So I make a snip at the width that I kind of placed with my finger, and the stiffer your felt is, the easier it is to cut. Make sure you have some really nice sharp scissors to do this. I highly recommend fabric scissors, but if you don't, definitely you need some sharp ones, or else maybe you want to make the hat out of construction paper or something instead. But the felt just makes it look a little extra special. Now I once again resize it to make sure it fits. Now here is the trick. You're going to put the glue on the felt, but then make sure you don't put the hat too close to the rim where that plastic top needs to go. Leave space. And I did this with the hot glue, but I even let my children glue on that with the Elmer's. And then a little puff ball. Once again, I got those from the Dollar Tree. They had a nice red and green assortment pack, and that top still fits on. I purchased all of these items that I'm putting in the teacher gifts from Costco. So the first item that I'm going to put in are these lounge socks. They were on sale. I think it was $6.99 for a package of 4. They are so soft, and I can just imagine them enjoying some coffee on Christmas morning in their soft, fabulous socks. So fold the socks a couple of times and scrunch them down into the bottom of your chip container. When I'm looking for teacher gift ideas, I look for packages that have multiples in them. I have multiple children, and I definitely have multiple teachers. These lotions are animal cruelty free and paraben free, which is an awesome bonus. So there are 5 in a container. But you know, another good option are those eco lip balms, which I think are on sale right now. And I believe these were on sale at the time I purchased them at Costco. So keep an eye out for sales of items that have multiples. These goat milk lotions come in 5 different scents. So if you know your teacher's personality, you can customize their gift by giving them something you think they will like. The Kirkland's Variety Chocolate Pack is what I'm using this year. It has several different flavors in one package. There's lots of great choices during the holidays at Costco, but this, at the time I purchased it, I tried to spread out my holiday spending. So it was a little bit before season when I bought these. Try to grab a nice variety because you don't know necessarily what their taste is. So chances are they'll at least like a couple of the different flavors in there, and pop the top on, and now you have an awesome gift package. Everything fits in there, and the total for this gift I think was approximately $7. So I was able to create 4 teachers' gifts for $7 each, and it's really not about the dollar amount. I used to be a teacher, and just the fact that my student or their family thought about me during the holidays was really sweet and made me feel good. The added bonus for this gift is that it's a kids' art activity. This is the snowman my 6-year-old daughter created, and this one is my just turned 4 son. They look just as good as mine, and they had a blast making them. I hope your child enjoys making these just as much as mine did. Thank you so much for watching, and please be sure to subscribe and stop by at the artsyfartsy.com. That's the Artsy Fartsy Experience blog.